What's going down, Commanders? Hope everyone's doing fine today. I just want to discuss a few things I would like to see with the CC20. It's coming up in a couple of months' time. And I think there's a few things Kixeye are missing out on that maybe not necessarily affects the game style, the game approach. Some will, but some won't. Some is more like more of a go-go bar. I would like to see an extra level on that with the CC20. And I'd like to see us be able to use a selection of up to 6 platoons attacking our base. So it'd be periodic. Whatever tune you select as one, and it'll rotate round to the point where you've done all 5, at least 5. That would be cool to see. So then we can actually do a kind of a proper test on our base rather than that crappy go-go bar test that's outdated 10 years ago. I'd also like to see a few more levels on the radio tower. And there's a reason for that. One is to reduce the scout time for when it's used to when it's back to in our base, and we can reuse it again. I think it's 24 hours at the minute. It's way too fucking long. And I'd also like to see something done with the radio tower when we scout bases. So when we scout bases, we can hover over units, look into bunkers, and we can check the tech that players are using on any specific unit. That would be a cool, because I sometimes see people's bases and I think, fuck me, that unit's fucking tough. And I think, I wonder what tech it's got on there. And I go back into my base and I'm like second guessing what they're doing. It'd be cool if we could see, so we could steal their ideas. It's all part of an advanced scout, I guess. It's just an advanced of the advanced scout. What else would I like to see? I would like to see the spawning buildings more brought into play. My idea, it may not be a good idea, it may be absolutely stupid, but I'd like to see the heroes put into these. So you could actually select the heroes, but you'd only get a one-time spawn of it. And if you've got a hero selected in your go in any of these spawning buildings, the barracks, war factory, and airfield, you wouldn't be able to put that hero in your base. So it would continue like the hero is a one-time thing, but you could still use it in normal tunes. It would just be a case of that they would spawn it once only, so you could actually have a unit that actually did something within the game. Say, for instance, if I've got this unit, the Balthazar selected, so in here I could put the Raison hero, and it would only spawn one time, so it wouldn't be a constant flow of units. But it would then make things a little bit trickier a little bit more tricky in attacking bases. What else? I did have a big list. I should have written all this down, but I've kind of gone blank in my fucking brain there. These, I'm not saying every turret needs this, but when we upgrade a turret, I've nearly got everything maxed here. Nearly got everything maxed, and I think these ones are the more important ones to me. These should do a percentile rather than a flat damage. So they should do a percent of a unit's health, whether that be 2%, 5%. Every shot does a certain percent. That way they wouldn't go out of date as the year goes over. So it would still do 2% off whatever Kixeye decide, or whatever the team at Kixeye decide to put. I just want to see turrets being useful, not just at the beginning of a CC update. I would like them to see useful throughout the duration of the actual lifespan of the CC20, whatever CC we were on at the time. What else? There was a lot of stuff I should have written this down before I went live, but it's kind of, what else was I going to discuss? Oh, missiles. I want to see missiles brought back into the game, into the way we can bring back tactics of using them. Everything needs updating from bottom up. I'm not necessarily saying that Kixeye need to make sure every missile's good in the game. I'm not really. This missile there, it didn't interest me at the beginning. When they reduced the actual build time, it was kind of useful for a while, but now it's dead in the water. But I'm talking about tactical missiles. So, for instance, like the Maverick, give it a little bit more damage. The shock missile actually being able to land in bases. The Peacekeeper, for one, was fantastic back in the day, especially if you was running a little low on troops and you couldn't quite get a base. You could get the missile jammer out the way, you could throw in a Peacekeeper, and it would do actually some damage in a base. I'm not necessarily saying as it was back in the day, but make them so they're viable. I don't know what else they could actually do to enhance or improve the. Oh, this fucking building, Tactical Ops Centre. This was an attacking building, attacking PvP building only, but it's been broken since day dot. Since they introduced it, it basically gives you a buff in attack, which is intended. The way I read their description of this, it gives you a buff in attack in PvP, not defending. So either make sure you correct the writing for that, so it reads correct, or fix it. One of the two. Other than that, I don't see what else they can throw at us that's going to actually make things more fun. Get rid of this building here. I've never built it. This one. Or, if you're not going to get rid of it, make it so it's more like this building, where we can actually place the air mines around the base periodically, not so it spawns out of that fucking building and does nothing. Make it so the actual mine does something. Absolute waste of time, in my opinion. And I just don't get why Kixeye thought that was a good idea in the beginning when they brought it out. I think that was Fidget, weren't it, that come up with that fucking idea. Make it so it's the same, even fuck it off and get rid of it, or make it so it's the same as the actual minefield itself. It only has to be a set number. It doesn't have to be hundreds of them or 18 of them. A couple will be nice, and make them actually do what they say on the tin. Make sure they work. You know, obviously we're going to be able to use them if you do it that way. We will be able to get in a sector and be in a certain corner, and we can tactically place them mines. And it's down to the attacking player then to adjust their attack to make sure they can get rid of them mines. And I think, if I remember right, you can attack them mines. So if you drop ground, and you can actually kill them mines. So it wouldn't be that much of a big change, but it makes it so that building's a little bit more viable, in my opinion. Obviously, this is going to get an update, tactical ops, and all the fucking shit that comes out of the weapon lab. But I can't think of anything that would make the playing experience fun, instead of just looking at ways to rinse the players, your community, the people that are playing your wages. Look at ways of introducing stuff into the game that makes the gameplay and the way we approach the game more fun, rather than, oh, what am I doing? I wanted to move that back. More fun, because at the minute you've sucked all the fun out of the game. I do want to. I know Smash is going to discuss this in a couple of I think it's actually tonight. The platoon attacks on the world map is another thing that needs to fucking change. It needs to go back to the old way. I don't know if Kixeye changed that for the fact that they couldn't fix the cheat or the manipulation that players were using. This, you have to keep attacking toons and toons and toons, and they just keep repairing them on the world map. That needs to stop. You've destroyed PvP. In my opinion, I've stopped PvP. As you can see, I've only got 700 infamy. They've destroyed PvP because of that. Because you can go into a sector, bring 3 of your mates, all 3 of your mates in a bubble, and all they do is put detonators around your base, fill your base right out so you can get in and out your base, and all they keep doing is hitting that repair on the map icon. That ain't tactics. That, you know, it's just ruining the game. In my opinion, it's ruining the game. Spending 3. If I put a coin boost on, and I've got 6 hours to use that coin boost, and I spend 3 hours trying to get into a base, you're kind of ripping me off at this point. I don't want to. I won't spend the money. But again, it's Kixeye's prerogative. It ain't my choice. I'm just trying to give a little bit of feedback. Hopefully, it gets the juices flowing in some of your guys, the guys listening in. That is, into your brains, and you can throw a few things out. Whether Kixeye see it or not is two different matters. I'm just fucking thinking out loud at this point. But it is what it is. Hopefully you can put some good ideas into the comment section below, guys, and I will be reading through them and looking at what ideas you come up with, guys. Other than that, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.